Okay, hey, so I just wanted to start these like video diaries. I hate the word vlog. Please don't call it a vlog. We're gonna call it a video diary because that just, you know, it makes me feel better, and words mean things. So I just wanted to catch you guys up on all the racing I've been doing since, I guess, May. I haven't really spoken about it a whole lot. Some other projects that I'm up to, what I'm gonna get into in the near future, and just, you know, kind of digress a little bit and like get some things off my chest. So I guess we could start with Redlands. I mean, I've spoken about it in a couple podcasts here and there, but I had a really good run at Redlands. My main complaint with Redlands was that I had some ill-fitting shoes and I lost a toenail, and it, like, after like 20-30 minutes of every race, I could not feel my feet. The right fitting shoes, everything, like I felt great otherwise, or maybe I was just having just so much foot pain that I thought I felt great otherwise, but yeah, it was a real problem. And so despite that, I like fought through it, and I was really proud that I was able to finish every single course. They did cancel the time trial, and I'm not a time trialist. Compared to last year, where beyond the first stage I got pretty much pulled every single day, this year I didn't get pulled once, and I finished them all, and I felt pretty good about it, beyond, you know, just in spite of not being able to feel my feet. And so I'm just really proud of how Redlands went, as it was just a sign of progress of me like chipping away, getting better, getting fitter. And I rode with the QCW women team, it was a composite team. It was great. I had a great time, and looking forward to doing it next year. It's probably, you know, the hardest road race I've ever done, and, you know, it is a stage race, and I love how much it pushes you to like just grind it out and get it done. So yeah, that was Redlands. Then a month later I did Kanza. So for those who don't know, the Dirty Kanza is a 206-mile gravel race. It starts and ends in Emporia, Kansas, and I had never done a gravel race before that day, and so I just knew it was gonna be really hard. I, you know, trained for it a bit, but I was trying not to psych myself out so much, so I wasn't like training specifically for Kanza, if that makes sense. Like, I was trying to use like my road fitness, but also kind of build up some handling skills on gravel, more like focusing on the technical aspect of gravel racing than worrying about the distance of the race or the ride itself. Because for me, I wasn't trying to compete. I was really just challenging myself to finish, because I knew that was going to be a big enough challenge in itself, considering I'd never done anything like this, and my confidence level when it came to gravel, or I guess still comes to gravel, is not as high as, you know, other things. So I didn't want to psych myself out, and I really wanted to be able to enjoy myself, and I think I did those things as much as one possibly can. You know, the thing is, I finished, and that was my goal, and so I'm pretty stoked on that. And so after Kansas, about a week later, I went to Tulsa. So the George Kaiser Family Foundation, they're bringing interesting people into Tulsa to show people about Tulsa, and kind of trying to get rid of that thing where people who grew up in Tulsa, they get old enough to leave Tulsa, and then they leave, and then they never come back. So they're trying to build up Tulsa and make Tulsa a better place to be, and a more wonderful place to live, and like kind of turn it into like a little big city in the Midwest. Yes, I struggled with that. I had to ask somebody, are we in the Midwest? Tulsa, Midwest, I've been told. But yeah, it's like, it's up and coming. It's not somewhere that I want to live right now, but I can see the appeal for other people who are, you know, coming out of college or trying to figure out what to do with their lives, even if it's a temporary thing or a permanent thing. Like, real estate is really affordable there, and the people are pretty nice, and so I think it's pretty cool. I think it's worth checking out if you've never been to Tulsa. I don't know if it's on a lot of people's radar, but it's one of my, like, as far as Tulsa Tough goes, the race series that I, you know, participated in, and the vibe is really interesting. It's like a mix between like liberal millennial and like Bible Belt. baby boomer, I guess. Like, I don't really know how else to describe it. It does have a very checkered past. It is where Black Wall Street used to be, and I guess technically sort of still is. Geographically it's still there, but if you don't know about Black Wall Street, it's not a pleasant story, and I think it's something that everybody should know about. I mean, we should know our history, and that's not something that they teach us in school. And so I was grateful that they brought me out there and I was able to race Tulsa. I didn't finish Crybaby Hill this year. I finished all the other ones, but I kept throwing up on myself, and it was just like stupid hot, and I was getting really dizzy, and it just felt unsafe. So I pulled myself out. And I don't regret it. No, I'm not gonna be the one to take out anybody because I was being careless. So yeah, moving on. After that, I went to New York City and I hung out for about a week and like saw my friends and my mom, and then I raced the Harlem Skyscraper Classic, and it was really cool because this year it was a part of the USA Crit Series, so it had a lot more support than it's had in the years that I've raced it before. It attracted much bigger names, much bigger fields, much bigger prize money, and so that was really cool, and it was probably my best race of the season. I felt really good, and it's probably because I've been doing all these like super technical, punchy crit course climb situations, and Harlem is a 4-corner flat New York City crit, and it was so fun. Like, I had a blast and I loved it, and I'm glad that I did that. The week after that was Nationals, and so I did Nationals, and the goal was to do the crit and then to do the road race then on Sunday. So the crit was on Friday and the road race was on Sunday. I started the crit. I did not finish the crit because I crashed out really bad. I didn't get super hurt, and I'm really thankful for that. I was really bummed. Like, so since then I've just been home preparing for the next thing. I've resolved the shoe problem. I've partnered with Lake Shoes. They have the shoes that I was wearing through ASSOS originally, and they're great, like super comfortable. Let's see if I can find mine. Right, so these are the road ones. They sent me these really fancy red guys. They were beautiful, the CX402s, but then, you know, I crashed in them, and so now they've got all these like beautiful scrapes on them. Sorry. And then these are the ones I did Kanza in that I didn't crash in, and they're really cute. They've got like the gold, so I have a little like Usain Bolt vibe going in my head, and super, yeah, like super cutie off-road shoes. So really stoked on those, and they're super comfortable. Like, I got them a week before Kanza, probably rode in them outside once before Kanza, and I rode 206 miles with them, 206 miles in them, and my feet did not hurt. And so that, into it, super into it. Yeah, on Monday I'm heading to Europe, and really stoked on that. I am going to see the ASSOS headquarters, and I plan to make a little video about it and show you guys about it, and they're gonna let me do something else super duper fun, and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, so I won't, but I'll try and get some video of that as well. And I'm actually working on a podcast project that I would like to interview women of color in cycling in whatever capacity. So if you have some ideas of who I should be talking to, send them my way. I was having kind of a mental block of like, who wants to hear me talk about whatever, but like, I think I'm at the point now where I understand that people really care about what I'm doing, and they care because they're being supportive. And so I don't want to be like super hermit and not share, you know, what's going on. So I'm gonna try and do these weekly. And feel free to ask me any questions that you have. I know some folks have asked me about like helmets and hairstyles and stuff like that, and so I'll try and get to that. I do have some ideas and suggestions, but mostly it's not so much about the helmet for me, but more so about the hairstyles and like how you do your hair to get them under the helmets. But yeah, if you have any questions about anything, I guess, ask away in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them either in the comment section or in the next video. And if you aren't already, please follow me on all the things on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at ASSOS, AYESUPPOSE, and remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And that'll do it. I guess the next time you'll see me, I'll be in Europe. What? Yeah. Who's stoked on that? Me. Okay, bye guys.